Sunday, June 3rd. Hive site number 1. There's a little smoke here. Getting a lot of smoke out of this smoker. Have to see this pile of ants I've released on the cover. They were hiding underneath my little log there. And holy cow, under the cover. Wow. That, I'd say, is like an infestation of ants. And I get them all over my hands. And they'll be crawling on me, so I gotta shake them off. This hive, unfortunately, has been neglected recently. Just haven't had a chance to get over here. The bee yard is all grown up. And wow, I'd say we have ant city. Look at all these larvae, piles of them. So let's get that off and get that taken care of. Crawling up my hive tool. Oh, that was dumb. Just dumped all the eggs down inside here with ants into the hive, but I'm sure the bees will take care of them. What a mess that is. Not sure what's going on in this hive. There's not a lot of bees at the entrance. It's a pretty nice day. And my smoker is just kind of working. See if we can figure out what's going on here. What a mess. What a mess to start. I got ants everywhere. This is a honey box, and there's nothing in it. Not a good sign. Release this emery shim. Another honey box, nothing in it. I have to wonder what's going on here. I hear a sound in this hive. It has a audible buzz, and I don't think it's because I smoked them. I'm not sure if it's because there's ants all over the place inside and it's irritated them, or because they're queenless. But it has a sound to it. Let's see what's going on in here. So again, another honey box, and there's nothing in it, which is not what's going on this time of year. Can't tell you how annoying it is to have ants crawling all over you. That's very frustrating. Pollen storage, no nectar hardly. Kept nectar and pollen on this side. I don't think I've been in this hive, but for a month. It's been a long time. They've been on their own, these girls. Nectar, some capped, no queen cells. Up there's one queen cell on the bottom. It's open. Still ants all over the place. I'm cleaning the propolis off. Got to bring a little bag with me. Pollen and nectar, pollen and nectar. There's a huge queen cell right there on the bottom. And it is capped. There's 2 queen cells, so let me show you. Make sure they're showing up. So you can see 1 queen cell, 2 queen cells. They look old, they don't look recently chewed. Here is another queen cell. That one is not open. So there's a queen somewhere in there. On this side there's another queen cell. So there's something going on in here where they're replacing a queen. I don't know if they've recently swarmed, and that's why there's not a lot of bees in here. Hard to say. Pretty calm. Nobody's up off the frame. Nobody's bothering me. Honey storage here. Honey storage here. You see propolis, that's interesting. Or pollen, I mean. You see a lot of pollen. So they're putting honey in this top box. Honey. Capped honey. There's a queen cell on the face and another one. Next frame is all capped honey. Queen cells on the bottom, open, capped honey. So this whole box is full of honey across the top, and there's nothing else in it. I did see 1 queen cell, so I'm just going to slide everything back together the way it was. One thing about when you take the frames out, you want to put them back in the order you got them. That's the way the bees want them. You also note that I'm not rolling bees as I'm taking bees out. I'm running 9 frames in here, which is giving me space to work. There's little ants running around all inside here. I'm sure that the bees will take care of them. I have to believe that's what's irritating them too. Put a little smoke down inside. Let them know I'm coming. And I'm going to go down in the bottom box. Let me get going here. I could fuss with all these ants, but there's a billion of them. I'll be here all day with it, so it's really not a useful part of my time. So normally I'd take my box and put it on my inner cover, but my inner cover is covered with ants, and I don't necessarily want to do that, so I think I'm going to refrain. Just put it on top of these logs, I guess. They too are covered with ants, but less so. Let's see what we got. I wonder if I'm queenless in here. I'm going to find out in a second. Pollen. Nothing else. Pollen. Nothing else. Looking at the bees to see if they have any problems with their wings. Any evidence of varroa. I don't see any. See what the bees are doing in here is they're chasing the ants all over the place. Excuse me, girls. So my bad, I knocked all these ants down in. Here we have a queen cell. Yeah, should not have neglected this hive so much. There's another queen cell. That one is open. Nothing but pollen in here. So these girls are in the need, I can tell you right now. Empty, empty. So when I go into another hive somewhere, there's a queen cell. So it could be that they have a queen somewhere. I do see brood. Let me see here. I thought I saw some larvae. Lost my son. Excuse me, girls. Yeah, I have new larvae right here. I know you can't see it because I could hardly see it. In the bottom of these cells here is new larvae. So I have a laying queen in here somewhere, and I'm guessing that she's just going to start to recover. So I want to be careful here that I don't drop my queen somewhere as I take these frames out, because I'm going to guess, since I have brand new larvae, that I have a queen in here. The other thing I want to show. Now look at this frame. What do you see here? I see a pollen ring right here. You can see that these frames on the outside have pollen going through. But here's a big open area. So what is that about? That's where the queen is going to lay. They've left that for her. That's what's going on here. Now you can see there's ants in here and they're chasing the ants around. That's why they look so busy. So I'm going to put this the best I can, so maybe you could see it. I'll just keep rotating it. But you can see there's a pollen ring around here, and then there's an open area. And we just saw this before with one of the hives that went queenless, is within 2 weeks there was a queen laying in that area. And these are primarily nurse bees, and chances are they're taking care of that brood that's right there, and there's the pollen ring, and this is the area left open, you can see, for the queen to lay in. So I'm guessing I have a queen in here somewhere, and the queen is probably swarmed, the original one, and this hive is getting a restart. So let's see. I'm going to go 2 frames in, and I'm going to look for a queen. Oh, pinched one. Hate that. We use a little smoke to drive these girls down. I'm only quick to retreat if I think I'm going to get stung. And I hate to be stung on the hands, so let's see what we got here. I feel like this frame is glued to the other one. Oh, got caught. Let's see what we got. And I have brood on this one. Okay, so the queen is working in here. She's just getting a restart, I'm guessing. Let's see if I can find her. Do not see her on this frame, but I obviously have brood and larvae. Checking one more time that she's not trying to scoot away from me. Nothing but pollen on this frame. So there's just two small things of brood and that's it. Now I don't know, you know, is it a non-productive hive? People tell you to get rid of it, do whatever with it. I personally, I don't fuss. If I have a queen that's working, I'll come in and I'll look at this hive again later. I'm going to put them all together here. One thing I notice about this hive is it has a lot more propolis than some of the others. So I have a laying queen in here. We'll see what happens. A little disappointed that it's not a productive hive. The good news for me is I want to move this hive over to my other site location, so now that they're getting a restart, I might come out here tonight, close up the entrance, and just move the hive, put some stuff across the entrance, and it is possible that we could get this hive moved. The top two honey boxes have nothing in it, so, and I still have ants crawling on me. So that's it, that's hive one. I'm going to put it back together.